Hi, welcome to Ready to Stamp. I'm Donna, and I would like to show you this Mother's Day card because Mother's Day is coming really fast. In fact, it's next Sunday. And so I just wanted to share this with you and show you how to do this little butterfly with a mixed bunch stamp set. It's made from a flower. So I'm really excited to share this with you. So are you ready to stamp? We're going to be using mixed bunch stamp set. And we're going to be using these two stamps right here. And I have the clear set, so I'm using block letter that's block letter D. So I'm going to attach it to there. And I took a piece of Whisper White cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5. I am now going to fold it in half. Use my bone folder to get a good crisp fold there. And I'm using 3 different colors. This one is Marina Mist, and different than what this one is because I use Tempting Turquoise. We're going to use Marina Mist on this one. So all you're going to do is ink it up, and I like to stamp it off and then go to my card with it. And when I do this, I like to stamp in triangles. You'll see I did 1, 2, and then the third one. I'm going to clean it off. Get it out of the way. Then I'm going to use pumpkin pie. And again, I'm going to stamp it off. And I'm going to stamp in triangle again. Clean it off because I'm going to use a different color. Move that out of the way. And now I'm going to use Rich Razzleberry. One of my favorite colors. I love how vibrant and purple it is. Oh, silly me. Okay. Okay, so that part's all finished. Now, get this out of my way. Now I'm going to use some Whisper White on this lacy looking flower because that's going to be my butterfly. So I'm just going to put that on there, and I have a piece of vellum here. I don't know if you can see it very well because it's kind of translucent, and so I'm going to get some white ink on my on my stamp. See how bright that is? And I'm just going to stamp it just right here. Careful because it might be slippery. And you'll be able to see this better once I put the embossing powder on. So I'm gonna I have a video on how I store my embossing powders because it's much easier for me to do it this way. So all you have to do is look up storing embossing powder. So I just dump it on there, kind of flick it off the excess, put the lid back on. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to use the heat tool, and with this, with the vellum, I like to heat it underneath. The reason I like to heat it underneath is because I feel like it does a more even job. So now we're going to take the blossom punch, and I'm going to punch that out. Okay, then I'm just going to line it up a little bit here. Oh, looks like I'm going to have to cut some of it off right here. Okay, so there I have my flower punched out, and now I'm going to make the butterfly. And what we're going to do is I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm just going to go pick a petal. I'm just going to go straight up, and then I'm going to go straight up on the other side of the petal. And if you'll see on this, it's easier for you to see, I think, there's a little flower in the middle. I'm just going up to where the petal is on the flower, because I don't want to cut so far in that that it comes apart. Okay, so there's that. I cut that apart just like that. Now I'm going to go straight across, which is this one right here. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. Go. Okay, so there's our butterfly. So now I'm just going to take a couple of colors from the my markers, which is the Brights markers. I'm going to take Rich Razzleberry, and I think that's all, just Rich Razzleberry. And I'm just going to color the back end. Okay, so we turn it over, and I like to blot it a little bit to get the extra off so I'm not smearing it everywhere. So here's your butterfly, all colored. See that? So now I'm going to take baker's twine. I put them in old button cases, and I do have a storing video on how I store my baker's twine. I put them all in there like that, and I have them on the stand that Stampin' Up! Sells. So I just took, I don't know how much I took. I took a bunch, and now I'm going to wrap it around 3 times. That's going to be the body of the butterfly, and then I'm just going to tie a knot at the top for his antennae. And how come it is when I'm on video, I'm all thumbs? Do it myself without the video to practice, just fine, no biggie. Oh well. Okay, now I'm just going to cut it off here to make his antenna shorter, because I think that looks kind of weird having them that long. So here you go. Okay, now I'm going to take a piece of pumpkin pie, and I have a piece here that is, well, it is 4 1/4, but I need it 5 1/2, so we'll use this edge. So I'm going to cut it 5 1/2 to 2 inches. Now I'm going to take a piece of the jute that we have in our Occasions mini catalog, And these wonderful craft scissors, and I'm going to cut that a little bit longer so that I can tuck it behind. Then I'm going to take a rich raspberry 1/4 inch cotton ribbon, and I'm going to cut that the same length. Okay, so now I'm going to use our fast fuse, which when you use it, you need to do a check mark off the edge when you stop, like so. And this is just going to be so that I can attach the ribbon. Whoops, let's do it the right way. Okay, so tuck this back. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing over top of the ribbon, because I'm going to put the cotton ribbon over top of it. So I want to be able to have it stick well. So I'm just going to, this cotton is so soft and easy to work with. You're going to love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's easy to tie. It's just so very nice to work with. Now what I like to do after I'm using ribbon is I like to put a little bit of tape on top of it, so that not only does it stick to the pumpkin pie and the ribbon that's already stuck there, but it will also stick to this paper so that it doesn't come off. Okay, and then I'll just put a couple right here, and then I'm just gonna put it on the card. Just attach it, and it should be the right length, and it is. And I don't like this kind of flap in here, so I'm going to take some glue dots. And grab a glue dot and just take it and stick it underneath there, and that'll help it stick down. See, it even sticks down the ribbon, the rich raspberry ribbon. You don't have to do that, it's preference. It's just what I wanted to do. Now we're going to take the butterfly, and I'm going to, on either side of the baker's twine, I'm going to add a glue dot. Actually, the first one just was on the twine, so I had to do 3, but that's okay. So what we're going to do here is, if you want to put it somewhere else, wherever it makes you happy. This is where it makes me happy, right here. Okay, so then what you would do is take a piece of scrap paper. Okay, so I'm going to take the rich raspberry, and I'm going to put it on this. It's letter G, and I'm using this out of the And Many More stamp set, which has many stamps. So I chose the Best Mother Ever, and so I'm just going to stamp that, punch it out with the word window punch. See, I made a mistake. It's okay. We're just going to cut it out and nobody will even know. See? See that? Nobody even knows. Okay, then I'm going to take a piece of the pumpkin pie this time, and the word and the modern label punch. I'm just going to punch a piece out. All right, so then wherever it makes you happy, I think I'm going to put it up here, just like that. Now, here's the 2 cards I made. Which one do you like best? Do you like the one with the turquoise, or do you like the one with the rich raspberry and pumpkin pie? Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful day, and happy creating.